I gotta admit, guys, I'm really confused. Following academic investing advice seems like it has kind of a mixed track record. I'm John Boutel. I co-founded a social media company that sold for a 9-figure exit. Now I'm writing a personal finance book called Let Your Winners Run. First, academia says don't invest in individual stocks. No one can pick them. People who think they could pick them are just examples of survivorship bias. Diversification is the only free lunch. The evidence is overwhelming, and the consensus is total. I'm pretty sure that academia is right about this, even though personally I've done really well picking individual tech stocks like Apple and Meta and Netflix when they were really cheap, and the only thing that I regret is ever selling any of them. But I also know that owning individual stocks makes you crazy, and it is easy to screw up and is a bad idea. Don't buy individual stocks is pretty good high-level advice for most people. Second, academic research talks about how there are factors that make some stock investments better than others. This was the factor research that led to the smart beta approach of the 2010s. Value, small cap, and momentum were the factors that Fama and French called out in their seminal papers. But equal balance approaches like RSP, which tilt towards small cap and value by rebalancing to have an equal weight of each stock, have been destroyed by whole market ETFs like VTI. I don't see how any investor could feel comfortable tilting into these factors after 15 years of underperformance. Fortunately, smart beta seems dead as a fucking doornail. No one even talks about it anymore. Third, academia says rebalance your portfolio so that your equity exposure stays constant in the short term, and sell stocks and buy bonds more as you get older. But I live in a pretty rich suburb, and everyone I know seems to hold on to their index funds forever. They buy bonds, but they don't sell their stocks just because they went up, and they don't sell their stocks because they aged in another year either, because they don't like paying taxes. This whole concept of having a portfolio allocation model that you stick to is more honored in the breach than in the observance. This is the thing I want to really focus on in this channel. It just seems crazy to me to sell stocks when they do well and to pay taxes on top of that, and I don't think it matches what people do in practice or what they should do either. If you have thoughts about this, let me know in the comments.